Dave from the Redneck Garage. Well, today I'm going to go through just a little bit on the HID headlights that I installed in my NV200 service truck. I had them on there for about a year, so I know what I liked and what I didn't like, and there was a lot more not to like than there was to like. So let's go through the video and kind of go through the pros and cons of what I found about the HID headlights that I put on. Okay, I came home and clearly Jennifer has killed Frosty. Look at the plug on the ground. She has yanked him out, killed him. I'm gonna have to put him up. Okay, so just a recap of the old video I did on the battery thing. I accidentally left the stupid inverter on last night, and the battery's dead. I know the battery's not on because my remote doesn't work anymore. I had to put my key in the door. But we'll go ahead and turn the inverter off. And the inverter's off. Now I'm just going to hit the brake 2 or 3 times. And there we go. Look at that. That's so freaking cool. So, I didn't have to get the charger out. The battery wasn't dead. And the battery minder worked like a champ. So that's just a little recap of the battery minder a couple videos ago of how it works in the real world. For me, to not get a battery charger out and ruin my battery. Battery minder worked great. Okay, I got them on. They're super, super bright. You can kind of see. It takes them a minute for them to warm up. And I've had them on for about a year, and I bought them off of eBay. Something very similar to this. These are a high and low version. Supposedly you got a high bulb and a low bulb. Okay, so I'm driving to a call at night, and truthfully, I don't really see the lights being that much better than the standard headlights. They are super bright. I mean, as far as distance goes, it'll hit signs way on out there. But as far as front of the truck, I'm not seeing it. And I also don't see that in the rain that they're very good, because it's even harder to see in the rain. So we're going to be going back to the regular lights, because these just, they ain't cutting it. So then the other thing that's stupid is, like, that's low and that's high, but I actually have more people flashing their brights at me on low than I do high, so I just drive around with it on high. I actually, you know, before you start making comments, I actually lowered the headlights down, adjusted them down, thinking that that might help, and it just doesn't. I mean, it just hits people in the face. So they're going away. All right, let's see if this guy flashes his brights at me. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and you saw the guy flash his brights at me, and that's a common occurrence with these stupid light bulbs. Okay, so the new bulbs that I picked were the Sylvania H13 Silver Star XZE High Performance Halogen blah blah blah. Okay, and it was $36.93 with shipping from Amazon Prime. And these are supposed to be, it says they're not HID, but it's the whitest bulb on the market. So they are the whitest bulb that you can get in a halogen, supposedly. If you believe their marketing. It says it's 50% brighter than a standard bulb of equivalent brightness, whatever that means. But anyway, it was $36.93. And let me just show you, if you go to your buddies down at AutoZone, what they charge you. The same exact headlights are $64.99 plus tax. So, all that to say is I cannot stress enough, if you're going to be buying parts for your car, do not go to AutoZone, O'Reilly's, any of the other auto parts stores. Check Amazon or eBay first, because it's, almost half price to order it delivered to your home than going down to your local store. And this is really where they make their money on the smaller stuff, you know, because it's convenient. You can go in there and buy them. What a ripoff. Okay, well, you can see that with the replacement of the regular bulbs, I have my driving lights back, my daytime driving lights that are factory with the Nissan NV200. And after driving it for a little bit with the regular bulbs in, I'm so much happier. People aren't flashing their brights. I actually enjoy it a lot better driving at night. So now that I've got the old headlights out, that's what they look like. And there's a little thing that goes back and forth for high and low, but it really didn't make any difference at all as far as like the headlights go. I mean, maybe it looked a little different, but these were about $100 and they suck. Alright, so there's all the crap from the HID bulbs that are gone, taken out. And you can see from here that the daytime running lights are back on. On the NV200, this relay here is the relay for your daytime running lights, and also if this isn't in, your passenger side doesn't work, so that's trippy. Alright, so Frosty's dead and I'm putting up my Christmas lights up in the attic. Got those down so I don't get in trouble. But what I would say is that it was about a 10-minute job to change out the old HID bulbs, take them out and put the regular bulbs back in. I had to put the relays back in for the daytime running lights, and then everything's back to normal. I would say that after using the HIDs and then using the factory ones and going back to them, that I really enjoyed the factory halogen lights better than I did the HIDs. The HIDs, while they're real bright, you just upset everybody on the road. And it just wasn't worth it every time I drive to have people flashing their bright lights at you, thinking that they're blinded, and people that you're behind, you know, they're putting their hand up. I have the name of my company on the side of the truck, so that's another consideration. You know, somebody gets blinded by you and then they pull up and see your truck, your company name on the side of your truck, they're not going to want to call you to do any service work. So anyway, that job is completed. I would say that maybe if you're doing a lot of off-roading, you might be able to do that, but I would still consider LED spotlights for off-roading rather than trying to change out your headlights, because I just didn't like them. I really, really didn't. So those are kind of a fail. That was $100. It was an experiment that didn't go well for me. If you've ever been blinded by a set of HID lights, you know what I'm talking about. So I would advise against them. David from the Redneck Garage, keep turning wrenches.